Hello, welcome. I'm Anjanette of M3Collective.
I'm Edwin.
And I'm Simon.
And today we're going to discuss Make Your Bed, Little Things That Can Change Your Life and Maybe the World by Admiral William McRaven. He's a retired Navy SEAL. And I'm going to start off by reading one of the last paragraphs of the book, but I think really helpfully summarizes all of the little things that he suggests. He says, know that life is not fair and that you will fail often. But if you take some risks, step up when times are toughest, face down the bullies, lift up the downtrodden, and never, ever give up. If you do these things, then the next generation and the generations that follow will live life in a world far better than the one we have today. And what started here will indeed have changed the world for the better. So perhaps I want to start off, either Edwin or Simon, your general thoughts of the book. Is it a must-read?
Yeah, I think it's a must-read. Just given the length, it's only about 90 pages, 80, 90 pages. I think it's got a lot of antidotes that a lot of people might forget over time. A lot of very useful lessons contained in the book, dealing with the unfairness of life, pushing yourself, stretching yourself, a lot of good substantive content in order to understand the torments and everything that the Navy SEALs go through in order to reach or to aspire that level in life. And for me, I felt it was a very good book. I didn't find it as being significantly in depth, or it didn't necessarily explain how to do certain things, but it did tell you, what you need to do and a code in which that you could potentially live by. And I was very grateful for it. And the fact that it's a relatively short time investment, 90 pages, I felt that the book was worthwhile.
Yeah, for me, agree that the book is kind of touches on a number of aspects that he went through while training as a Navy SEAL, and he's trying to apply that or extract that out and present that to a graduating class, right, in his speech, and how to navigate life. I think that's a great idea, right, to be able to take something from maybe a different discipline and make it more general, so that others can learn from it, right? However, I think because I think you mentioned, Edwin, that it doesn't really quite say how to do it, and because it's only 90 pages, he did not go into too much detail. I guess it's part of the speech is it's hard to go into all the details, but I was hoping that in the book version that he can drill down into more details there, right? So I would say I won't really recommend a must read. I mean, it's a good read, it's an easy read, and also I'm just thinking about myself is a lot of the stuff that he talked about is quite, I would call it quite obvious to me. Maybe again is the life experience that I went through, the age. So I wonder if somebody that's just finishing college reading this versus somebody like me who has gone through a number of things in life, are we going to get different perspective on it, different value out of it? I think so, right? Somebody starting out probably get more out of it. So I do recommend that people who are starting out, take a read, no problem. It's easy reads, but I think in general I would say it's a good read. It's not a must read for me. What about you?
For me, this is a must read, or highly recommended read. And this, to a bit of background on this, Admiral William McRaven presented this as a commencement speech in 2014, I think it was, to the University of Texas. So for those of you who are interested in reading the book but aren't, 100% sure, there is an alternate of checking out his commencement speech on YouTube as well. And he has a presence, and the way he orates is very inspirational and aspirational. And so for that reason of it being inspirational and aspirational, I would say that this is a must read. And it also takes something that we always hold in the sort of compartmentalized a separate sort of entity of is very elite, the Navy SEALs. It's a special, and it is, right? It's the best of the best among the Navy. And they are here, and whatever applies to them and how they train and how they live their life is not applicable to us because we are mere mortals. But quite on the contrary, he goes through these 10 little lessons in life that are very applicable to our everyday life, how we navigate change and struggles, and how we fail, how we dare greatly, how we show up in the world. And for me, starting off by making your bed is a testament to how you show up in the world, and with honor, with integrity, with discipline. And for me, that message is important to know every day at the start of every day, and how I end the day as well. So I think it's a short enough book that you can come back to often when you need that, because it's hard to go off course, right? And I think when you are modeling yourself after an elite group and taking these life lessons that you can harness and apply to your everyday life, it does make you feel like you're here in the best possible capacity of yourself.
Hey guys, of course we are the M3 Collective. Please don't forget to like,
comment,
and subscribe.
By doing so, you'll receive notification when we drop new videos.